in the whole process for this class for 610 is you do work with AWS Educate. So if you have not gone to awseducate.com, students, this is where you want to go. So go to awseducate.com, log in, and make sure that you then will go straight to students, and you go to My Classrooms. So I logged in as me. I've been here one consecutive day. So you go to My Classrooms, and you'll see your classroom, and you can go to that classroom and click Continue, so you can kind of see what you got. And then you should be able to find all of the files that you need. So you've got my email address, remaining credit, session time, AWS account info, and then how do you get to your actual information here. So this is where you're going to work. So you can actually go through and go what list of services, regions, what happened, and then you can go straight into check your account details. So if you want to, you can go how many times I've got, who am I, and all the rest of it. You can go straight into the console, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that kind of goes in here. So that is your thing that you can actually go in and check. We're going to be right back here for a minute. Okay, so once you're in here, they do want you to go into the AWS console. So when you log in and you set up, go along on this one, you can kind of see where you've been and take a look at this. And what they want you to do is they want you to build a new app. So in the top right, they want you to go ahead and do stuff. So build a solution, launch a virtual machine, build app, register domain, virtual servers, getting started with AWS. So again, there's all those little things that you can do along the way. So services, and then you can actually kind of go into this. So they do want you to go into Elastic Beanstalk. So I'm just going to go ahead and search Elastic Beanstalk. So I'm just going to go there, right? And then they want you to go ahead and make a new application. All right, so we'll just go straight from there, and then we can go create application. And we'll call this application name is going to be ballotonlinePOC-Dan. So they do want that short description. Application tags, key is name, value is Dan. Oh, product name. There you go, Dan. And then we can add that. If you do get that thing where you kind of have, oh wait, this is a reserved address, you can go through and fix that later on. So we'll just remove that. We got our tag. Platform. Let's just go ahead. You can do this however you want to do this. And this is the neat part about it, right? You can either do it as .NET Core, or you can do it as Docker, whatever you feel like doing. I'm just going to go ahead and do PHP because that's what I'm used to. That's really what I program in. You can actually just go with the recommended version on this. Sample application, or you can go ahead and upload your code if you've got a source code bundle, and then create that application along the way. So pretty straightforward on that. You may get an error message, you may not, but then that will take a few minutes, and you can kind of watch it as it goes through and does the environment starting and everything else on this. And again, you're kind of in a lab environment. You can kind of see that you're in North Virginia. And again, this is going to take a minute. So yeah, we can just sit here and watch it kind of build as it goes through. We really didn't do anything with it. So far, so good, right? But there's your thing, and we've got that. So I don't know. Clear that out. Create environment starting. Yep. Nope. And again, so plan on this taking a couple minutes. Security group. So it does create all the dependencies along the way, right? So we got target groups, we got our security group name, we created security group. And again, don't worry about the names on this. It's all just kind of, they'll just randomly do all this stuff. Then you can go ahead and pull and see all of your configuration logs, management, health monitoring, all the things that you would go along with it. You can actually then save off that configuration. Depending initialization, running for, there are no instances, of course there shouldn't be. So we can actually go through and save a configuration action, but that whole thing. Supported, web server, tier name, that's it. It's still pending on health. And then we can actually go in there and see what that actually looks like in terms of its process. So again, it's still kind of working, doing its thing. And you know, honestly, if you don't have code, I can probably just go ahead and take that whole process here in terms of how this works. Environments, yep, so you can go there, applications, do that. Again, you can just go ahead and move things around. Application name, change history, recent environment still working. Recent environment still working. And again, this takes a minute. This isn't just a thing that you can just go ahead and do, but you can go in there. You can actually check some of the configurations out if you want to. Go how you want to do anything else you want. Log streaming is actually really kind of cool if you ever want to do that. Instances, EC2 security. And again, we didn't really do anything with this. It's really kind of quiet. So, but we're going to go ahead and set our max processes. It already set us an AMI because we chose Linux. It can give us a maximum of 4, but a minimum of 1. 5-minute cooldown period. T2 small micro lower thresholds. Scaling up increment, you just do it by 1 and scale down by 1. Cooldown is 360 seconds, so basically 6 minutes to chill between scaling up and scaling down, right? It will go and work for listeners, for the applications, rolling updates, so you can actually do updates. So it's the process, but rolling updates are disabled. So that may be something you would want to check. Your key pairs, you don't have those. Monitoring, you've just got some simple CloudWatch metrics. Managed updates are disabled. You'd want to fix that. Notifications, you'd want to put someone's email in there. It's not part of a VPC. So again, this is just really a flat configuration. This is really just a thing. So there's not really anything in here at all. So there's no log files or anything. So because we're not really running anything, we turned off health checks, but we do have one going. Application went okay for deployment, but we just basically have simple health, so just some simple monitoring. Again, we don't really have anything going on here, so there's no network in, network out, or anything else. Any kind of existing alarms, managed updates. There's no managed updates to review. We do have some info. Environment health is transitioned depending okay. Tags, so we do have just regular tags along the way on this one. And that's essentially what it is. And then we can actually go ahead and actions and go into, there's no save configurations. We've got just this one application version. So we can't really do anything with it. We can go into settings, change that lifecycle policy around. So again, just lots of neat little things that you can do in here as you kind of go about this process of setting this thing up. And that would really be it in terms of how this would look. So I wonder if we can actually go in there and see what that looks like. All right, there's my AWS, there it is. That's it. That looks really good, but that's it. That's my whole entire thing from that whole process. So that's my whole PHP thing. That's my whole environment right there. So environment, Elastic Beanstalk. I've got an application. Recent environments, loading, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. So that's the entire thing. I would just go ahead and do that process and check it out. Okay. You're going to want to turn this off. All right. You are really going to want to turn this off when you go. Otherwise, you're going to burn through your money. So actions, right? Go ahead and just delete your application. It will give you this little screen here. Just go ahead and copy that and then just go ahead and put the name there. So you want to permanently delete this one and go, yeah. But that will turn it off, and you'll be going through and you'll watch the whole thing turn off. But certainly make sure you turn this off before you get going. I'll just take this screen that you've got this going. You can just send me this screen cap in lieu of code. I'm fine with that. So we'll work it. But that's it. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Important part is turning it off. Alrighty, guys. Thanks. Bye.